One, take me out to the living room to watch the ball game. That's right, there's baseball. It's Friday, July 24th, 2020. And well, if we're going to get back to somewhat normal and have a professional sports league happen, whether they're fans or not, I'll tell you what, I started watching some games tonight, and it is enjoyable still. It's fine. I'm getting used to the no fans thing. I think there's actually a lot of stuff they can do without the fans in there. Every time somebody hits a home run, they should put like a like a picture of that person who hit the home run out in the stands. Why not? We're gonna have to fill some spots. It's pretty incredible. So I had to obviously update the MLB algorithm file. That is the algorithm that I've been working on for 3 years. I think we're in year 3 now. Predicts game scores. It predicts all kinds of stuff. It uses all these amazing different stats and keeps track of a bankroll. We grab pitcher stats. We grab the current lineups. We grab batting stats. We have player stats. It's out of control. It's actually so much work. We have odds from Don Best, RotoWire, a bunch of different places I gather information from to put in this file. It is, I got to admit, it's pretty awesome. I mean, it doesn't always win. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you you're going to be a billionaire from doing this. No, but it is going to provide you with information and get you current on the current stats and what's going on. And it has won. I have beat Vegas both of the last 2 years. Last year wasn't as good as the first year, but there are a lot of good things. I always say bet score above 3. There's this bet score calculator thing. And when the bet score is above 3, those games have been winning ever since I've been doing this for 2 years. And that incorporates the line and everything. So I'm going to be selling it again this year until I get sick of doing it. But you know what? I'm not going to get sick of doing it. Here's what I'm doing: to pay someone to help me. I am going to make sure that everyone who subscribes gets everything they want for the full year, because it's too cool not to do it. So let's talk about what's going on tonight. And I mean, I'm not going to talk about tomorrow because I haven't set it up yet, but I'm going to be emailing it out tomorrow. So if you want this thing, go to kenbraverman.com. I'm providing some inexpensive options and then some season-long options so that I don't waste my time doing this for everybody else, but then everyone gets a quality product out of here. So anyway, so what are we looking at a couple minutes into this video? What we're looking at here is this is an semi-automatic algorithm that is figuring out literally the projected score of the game and the best team to bet on, best on who's going to win. Not necessarily what the best line is. It does incorporate the line a little bit, but this is saying if you had to pick one team that's going to win tonight, it's going to be Houston over Seattle. Then it's going to be Oakland over the Angels. And the Oakland line is actually not that bad, minus 145. So this is the big game that it likes. It's got a bet score of 9 now. This is a really distorted stuff early beginning of the year here because we don't have any games yet. I'm using last year's stats to populate this. So there's new players. There's a whole lot of conditions about what's going on right now early in the season. But you know what? Because we've been doing this for so long. Last year, I noticed the first month of the season, it crushed it with the prior season's stats. I moved pitchers around. I moved trades today. I spent half the day getting this set up as it can be. So this is pretty good. And you know what else is cool about this? You know how we're out of nowhere, mini preseason and the COVID and nobody knows what's going on, who's sick, who's not, who's playing, are umps wearing masks, what are we doing? And nobody knows what's going on. So this thing automatically handicaps everything, bam, bam, bam. And I'm sure we're ahead of the curve. We're ahead of Vegas. Vegas, it doesn't know what's going on. They don't even have a bar open in Vegas. You can't do anything in Vegas. How are they going to know what's going on in the games? But we're on top of it. So now, all that being said, today's game is kind of late. I'm posting this video super late, and the Oakland game is about to start. So there's that. Also, likes the Dodgers, Force likes Cleveland. Now, some of the games are already going on. Philly's losing to Miami right now. That stinks. Atlanta lost to the Mets. DeGrom pitched a really good game. So let's look at the actual matchups and the breakdown. I know this is going to be tough to see on your screen, so let's zoom in and kind of show you what's going on here. So you've got the teams, you've got the game time over here. This bet score factor, like I'm talking about, the Ken's pick rank, when this is the number 1, that's the best pick of the game, or best pick of the night. That's Houston. For example, this gives you like a win algorithm percentage. I mean, this is some qualitative craziness. I know it's tough to look at. That's why I try to dumb it down and just give us the order. Like, what are we supposed to do? Oh, we're supposed to take Oakland. Oh, we're supposed to take Cincinnati. I took Cincinnati. They freaking beat the living crap out of Detroit. Shocker, right? They actually did better than this said 3-1 here. and they really won like 7-1 or something, right? So we'll end up, as teams get hot and we get current season stats in here, it gets more and more reliable actually. So as we go down the list, I have pitching stats over here. I want to show you like colors of things over here. Like green is good, red is bad, basically in all areas. Green is good for whatever the category is, red is bad. So looking at like some of the best pitchers of the game were Tampa Bay and Toronto. I think that game is like 6-3 right now. So oh well. Soroka, good pitcher against DeGrom, good. But you look at Soroka's actually looked like better except for ERA. DeGrom's ERA was a little better last year and was on a worse team. That was the problem. So green, good, right? So we see Boston here with all this offense and Baltimore with bad defense here. And what happened? Baltimore, I think Boston's winning 10-0 right now at least. So the only thing you would have thought is that Baltimore would have scored some runs, but you could definitely have called the over in this game. But looking at all this red here, you would have thought to take an over, and I'm sure they've already hit it. This has, see, the numbers aren't adjusting quite appropriately yet because it's kind of still stuck on last year's distribution. That's why these scores are a little low, I can tell. So I'll be tweaking that. I do a ton of work on this stuff when people subscribe and when I feel like doing it. So purchase this product if you want me to continue to make it better and use it. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Because I don't want to go too long here in this first video for the season. I don't know. I'm just glad things are kind of something's coming back. Now, I hope they don't cancel the season. I hope people don't get sick. I hope if they do get sick, everyone gets better and gets treated, and that we continue doing this because this is too colorful to not have fun with every day. So go to kenbraber.com if you're interested in this, and go Oakland tonight, right? Oakland's supposed to win 5-2. Pump that up a little bit, like 7 or 8-3 or 7 or 8-1 or something like that, based on the way the scores aren't opening up wide enough yet. But it really likes them, so let's go A's.